Kia ora, Talofa, Malale, Bula, Aloha and Welcome to Season 9, Episode 54 of Breakfast Bites by TEIVOVOdigital.com, a wrap of Pasifika People's sports news on a sunny and bright Friday morning, 31 May 2024. Happy Ratu Sukuna Day in Fiji. Coming to you with tons of hanisi from the 180th meridian in the middle of the blue continent. In rugby, the HSBC SVNS Grand Final pool sees men's 2024 SVNS League winners Argentina in Pool A together with Australia, France and Great Britain. Ireland is in Pool B alongside 2023 series winners New Zealand, double Olympic champions Fiji and South Africa. On Saturday morning, Fiji versus New Zealand at 12:14 a.m, Samoa versus Kenya at 3:25 a.m, and Samoa versus Chile at 6:54 a.m. Later on Saturday night, Ireland versus Fiji at 11:06 p.m, and Fiji versus South Africa at 1:49 a.m, followed by Spain versus Samoa at 5:42 a.m. on Sunday morning. Meanwhile, in the HSBC SVNS Women's Grand Final, reigning Olympic and Series champions New Zealand are in Pool A, with the USA, Canada and Great Britain, while Australia, France, Fiji and Ireland are in Pool B. Fijiana versus France at 11:26 p.m. tonight. On Saturday, Australia versus Fijiana at 10:22 p.m. And on Sunday, Fijiana versus Ireland at 1:05 a.m. In Rugby League, Eel star Mitch Moses has made quite the return from a long sideline stint as Parramatta halted a 5-game losing streak with a 34-22 win over the Sharks at Combank Stadium last night. Moses hasn't played since round 3 due to a broken foot, but the halfback didn't miss a beat with 3 try assists plus his kicking game that the Eels have sorely missed. The beast, Micah Sivo, helped himself to 2 barnstorming tries, running over would-be tacklers. In football, German football giant Bayern Munich have named Vincent Kompany as manager in a shock move. The 38-year-old Belgian, a surprise choice with his Burnley side relegated from the Premier League this season, has penned a 3-year deal at the Allianz Arena. Normally in contention for the biggest names in the business, Bayern have been knocked back by several candidates after their first trophyless season for 12 years. Burnley will reportedly receive £10 million in compensation for allowing their manager to leave. In boxing, Deontay Wilder wants to stand over Zhale Zhang like Ali did Liston in '65 in their clash in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia this weekend. Wilder was referring to the famous fight between Muhammad Ali and Sonny Liston in 1965, which ended with Ali famously pictured standing over Liston's prone body, victorious. In sports biz, so far 6 different TV networks have broadcast the most watched WNBA games ever on their channels. Not surprisingly, 4 of those record-breaking viewership games feature Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. On ESPN2, Indiana Fever versus the Sun at 2.1 million viewers. ABC, Indiana Fever versus Liberty at 1.71 million viewers. ESPN, Sun versus Indiana Fever at 1.56 million. Ion, Indiana Fever versus the Sparks at 724,000. CBS, Liberty versus the Lynx at 704,000. And NBA TV, Indiana Fever versus the Aces at 333,000. Go, Caitlin, go. Finally, only in America. Major League Baseball has made a dramatic move to expand how the history of the sport is told, one that will reframe who the greats of both yesterday and today are, and one that expands its overall recognition of the contribution of the Negro Leagues. The MLB formally incorporated on Wednesday the records of former Negro Leagues players into its official statistics, allowing players who were banned from MLB due to segregation to be considered in the same way as white players. The result of more than 3 years of work by a MLB-commissioned research group, the inclusion of the Negro Leagues statistics created some immediate and dramatic shifts in MLB's all-time leaderboards. Josh Gibson now has baseball's best career batting average, .372, and slugging percentage, .718, overtaking baseball legends Ty Cobb and Babe Ruth. Overall, more than 2,300 players competing in 7 iterations of the Negro Leagues between 1920 and 1948 have been integrated into MLB's statistical record. Their accomplishments on the field will be a gateway to broader learning about this triumph in American history and the path that led to Jackie Robinson's 1947 Dodger debut, said MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred of the Negro Leagues. God bless America. And that's a wrap. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons below if you want to receive more Pasifika sports highlights on Breakfast Bites. Mahalo and kakite for TEIVOVOdigital.com. I'm Carlton Kamea, thanking you all too much for all your love and support.